The door slides open and reveals someone who's almost definitely a oh no, sorry, it doesn't say that. And a dashing Afrik with sharp eyes and dull purple hair that falls to his shoulders steps out. He looks over me with a kind, warm smile, nothing like that predator I was expecting from Soul's descriptions. He looks like a demon of yore, but his demeanor doesn't feel satanic. Still, there is something odd radiating from him. I don't know. His wings, the fact they're red. They don't even like wings. They look like they've been mechanically attached. It looks like a parachute. Power and confidence, yes. But something feels off. Deep in my gut, a small silver of ice is forming. My. Our humble ship has been blessed with a radiant beauty. My name is Stan Nelson. Ship Doctor. Stan Nelson? Really? Come on, for someone who's supposed to be dashing and huge, your name is Stan Nelson? Imagine if the devil was called Dave Jones. It's not as formidable anymore, is it? Ooh. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's a very low-flying helicopter. There must be another fire around. Goody. Natalie Puck, it is a pleasure to meet you. No, my dear. The pleasure is all mine. That is literally fucking Damien from Magical Diaries pose. If I knew the writer wasn't too keen on Magical Diary, I would claim plagiarism. I was told that I would need to drop off my medical records because of some Privacy Act. That's correct. Smart and beautiful, we are truly blessed today. Why don't you come in? I also double as the resident counsellor and would love a chance to get to know you. Not how counsellors work, have to be approached. Not sure they can just go up to random people in the street and be like, yo, I'm a counsellor. Do you want to speak to someone? And maybe later on you can get your tits out too. So, win-win. Dear. I don't think so. If she needs to confide in someone, she has friends. An understanding perspective is oft needed to truly cope. Often needed to truly cope. In the depths of space, my skills will guide any potential lost souls to salvation. Into your bed is more like it. My actions are bound by my Hippocratic oath. What about yours? What do you mean? I am a doctor and have an oath to never get involved with my patients. Lies. They can feel safe with me. Do you have any such restraint? Other than being a trusted friend? Wow. He's gone all weird again. A trusted friend who wants to protect her from pervert? You malign me, Major. You both know I'm standing right here and understand this conversation, yeah? You're speaking in a language I understand. It's not French. Natalie, I think I can handle myself. There's my medical records, Doctor. My medical records. Medical records. I look forward to working with you on the strictly professional basis you mentioned. Precisely, my lovely Major. Precisely. If you ever need any help or someone to talk to without a repercussion, I am always here. Can you stop biting your finger? Because it looks like you're about to do blood magic, mate. That's not a good sign, especially from a demon. Well, thank you. Natalie, wait. I'm not slowing down. I know Soul means well, but it isn't like I need some guardian angel protecting me from all the bad non-humans. That... Is Soul just a racist? Is this what we've come up to? Jesus. That icy feeling in my gut is warning me to be careful around Stan. Even though he is handsome and charming, I'm not a thing that they can use in their pursuits. I am in the SITO... Oh, God. This music. In charge of this mission, and everyone, including Soul, will respect that. I'm sorry, my anger slowly fades out as I slow my pace. Even if I had some idea where I was going on the ship, I think Soul got the point. You what? You could take care of yourself, I know. I just don't want to risk losing another friend to a corrupt beast. Learning some of that teamwork stuff the Vice Commander was talking about. Oh, come on, Natalie. After all you've been preaching, you cannot turn around and say that. Perhaps. Then trust me, it wasn't like I was going to go inside alone for a special examination in the nude. He made that offer to Zuri. And why is he not being brought up on charges of misconduct? Because she is too dense to realize that his medical reasoning was flawed and perverse. But I know you are not. I'm sorry. I should have trusted you not to fall for his traps. To make up for it, why don't I take you out for dinner? What? I'm glad that sexual predator didn't get you. Here. Why not come on with me for a chance to have sex with me? What? You mean the synthetic stuff out of the machines? Once again, you prove you can see through a ruse. Will that suffice for tonight? I promise a better meal down the space line. Space line? Space lane? What did that say? Space lane. I was wrong. I'm going to hold you to that, Sol. I won't remember it. He's gonna die soon. He must do. Sol leads me to the ship's lounge and cafeteria. I'm going to hold that to you, Sol. Sol then proceeds to not move, but still leads me to the ship's lounge and cafeteria. Visual novel problems, man. Hashtag them visual novel problems. I'm not expecting much from it. Synth food is synth food, but anything to soothe my gurgling belly is welcomed. Welcome to the ship's lounge. It's all rank since... Watch out! In front of me, all I can see is a black boot whiz past in front of my face. It passes so close and so fast that I can feel the wind rushing across my hair. With a mighty tug, Sol grabs the back of my uniform and yanks me back. He pulls so hard that I stumble and almost slam against the wall of the hallway. A mere millisecond later, a large green tail slices through the air where my head used to be. Before I can react and determine what just took my head from my shoulders, Sol storms forward. Oh, right, yeah, okay, so this is our 7th member. So, hang on a second. She's gonna laugh this off. You can tell that by the way she's looking. Christ. She reminds me of Ilmari from Autumn's Journey, so I immediately hate her. But she's just gonna laugh this off despite nearly killing me. Damn it, Zoe, how many times have Commander Razuna and I ordered you not to practice your fighting garbage in the lounge? Wow, Sol, you've got pretty good reflexes. I've had to develop them because of you. Answer the question. I don't know, a couple? 27 times! Don't you have anything better to do than remember random numbers like that? Oh, God. It's one of these people. Don't you have anything better to do than this? Aren't you taking this a bit too seriously? Someone has too much spare time on their hands. And they're always that. The people who say that are always the people who sit down and watch like 2 hours of TV every day. Oh well. I wouldn't have to if you stopped trying to kill people. Oh hey, who is she? The superior officer you about murdered? Almost murdered. For committing the horrible crime of just entering the room. Huh? Anyway, I'm sorry. Who are you? Now that she's settling down, I can get a better look at the woman with such amazing speed. She's, oh, what are they called again? That's racist. Again, racism. Do you have any remembrance of the Academy? What it is, the proper procedure for introducing yourself to someone who outranks you? Oh, come on, she's not in my chain of command. We don't have to be quite so uptight, right? Long ears and green hair would tell me she is an elf, but elves don't have wings. Yeah, well done. Possibly she could be in a freak like Stan, but Africs don't have shiny, scaly tails. Wrong. I don't care if we are crew dogs or not. We maintain the chain of command and respect during all phases of operations. But I'm off duty right now. What does that have to do with anything, Lieutenant? I think I remember reading about them in the news a bit. If I recall the story correctly, they come from a shady planet in the far northern reaches of the Ryulian Republic. I think at this point, we're just going to call them a reptile. We're just normal people off duty, we're all the same. Regulations don't go away because you aren't on duty. Besides, Lieutenant, when we launch from port, we are technically always on duty. I don't mean to interrupt, but what are you? Huh? Annoying and disrespectful. Now, Sol, I wasn't speaking to you. Calm down. She meant me. Yeah, she made the same joke. Hate myself right now. God, someone like her did the same thing. I'm sorry, that came out wrong. I've never met anyone of your species before, and I can't remember what you were called. Oh, they're called Dreamons. They originate from the planet Onathon. Fucking hell, someone's got their encyclopedia out. It's a good little bit of knowledge off the top of the bat. Onathon, it's in Northern Ryle, right? Rolton, our dear lieutenant and ilk are loyalists to the Empire. She's right, my home is located just north of the capital world. I even once got to visit the city of Emerald Winds there. An exasperated sigh from Sol tells me that I didn't conceal my interest very well. Still, you don't meet too many people who have heard of the melodies from the Emerald Isles. Isles, Winds, whatever. I'm gonna call it the Emerald Isles. I'll just pretend she's some island, it'll be wonderful. How did you gain entry? Only the loot players themselves ever are permitted to entry into their halls. My clan elder nominated me as a loot player 1 year. Every year, the clan sends someone there to resonate with the old emerald crystal and perform the Ballad of the Distant Dreams. I'm bored already. I am bored. What? Come on, does something happen? I get we have to meet someone. Oh god, we haven't met that other white-winged twat yet, have we? You've got to meet him, but I just want something to happen. So at the moment, nothing's happening. You've performed the Ballad of the Distant Dreams. Great, we're not getting rid of it now, are we? Someone must have never have heard the heart-touching. Yes, I'm sure it's really beautiful. I kind of suck as a loot player, and I can't beat my wings to the right rhythm for the ballad. Oh, big surprise. But a warrior... Okay, this is what Sol was saying earlier. But a warrior has to be both a master of sword and of culture, so I practiced it anyway. The elders stressed that a lot of me during my training. But a real warrior doesn't bother with such weaknesses. Do they also stress respecting your elders? Not really. Big surprise. Are you saying that I should be calling you Grandpa? Even for somebody supposedly cheeky, that doesn't make sense. Also, why have you got Crash Bandicoot's hair to the left and right? What's that about? That's weird. I would eat my heart out with nothing more than a toothpick than claim any family relationship with you. Speaking of food, why don't we get some and get to know each other a little better? That would be awesome. Alphonse, Kylie and I were just about to sit down and have dinner. Who is Alphonse again? Poncy winged twat, I think? Oh well. On second thought, I'm not that hungry. Come on, Grandpa. How am I supposed to find my way to my quarters afterwards without a guide? Swedish with Moon, Fallow, take her up there afterwards. Zuri. Hey, Sol, don't go, please. I want to hang out and catch up, but I also want to get to understand everyone better. I solemnly swear that I won't accidentally knock you again, Major Hackett. Fucking hell. She means business. She just addressed this person as a real officer. Well, higher in command. Fine, try to keep it all reined in, all of you. I don't want to have to clean up the lounge again because someone managed to prove that you can stick spaghetti to the ceiling. I still think you did something to your noodles. It's a cooking technique, lizard brain. Lizard brain. Just common petty racism. Still around in the future. When the noodle gets close to being ready and the starch gets sticky, you are able to test it by seeing if it will stick to the wall. And if it doesn't, it isn't ready? Precisely. That makes sense. Why couldn't you have just said that instead of insulting me, Sol? It's Major Hackett, and I was stating obvious facts. You are a lizard. You have a brain, do you not? And not some desert lizard. I'm going to report you to the commander again. But by the time you all stop fighting, the food is going to get cold again. The goop is even nastier when it's cold. If I say I forgive you, could we just drop it? Sorry, you nearly knocked out Natalie and insulted me, but I'll let it slide this one time. Let's just hurry up and eat. Amen to that. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Come, there is plenty to go around. Is there a kitchen? There is a kitchen! Drawing, this is. Okay. What? What's this? I was trying to decide whether it's a TV or a mirror. But unless the wall back here is black, and sorry, I mean, you know, back down here, whatever, right? The wall we can't see is black. This makes no sense. Unless there's another room through there which is somehow being lit up, which is completely dark. This mirror makes no sense. It only reflects the light. There's not another room through there, otherwise this would be lighter. So this has to be a reflection of this light here. Wait. Okay. But then it's reflecting nothing. Ugh, whatever. Oh, and a robot with eyes. If I poke them, will blood come out? Probably best not to find out. Yeah, because I feel things would come out there, you know, not liquids I requested. Inside the small room is an ovoid table with a few grey and black chairs surrounding it. Actual chairs with proper covering, mind you. Not the ripped fighter ejector seats I had to scrounge up. To the side, I can see the synthesizer for making the usual mush, as well as a few other devices, an oven, a refrigeration machine, and some limited space for food preparation. Limited? You're not shitting me at all. I'm glad someone added those machines, because the force is so diverse and every species has their own tastes and nutritional requirements, the synthesizer needs to be able to adapt to everyone. which means it produces some rather bland, unoriginal food, if you can call it that. When I haven't had to eat anything all day, I'll take whatever I can get. Zuri motions to a seat next to her with a mirthful pat on the back. A pat on the back? Whatever. I take it, eager to discover the inner workings of someone who has seen such a marvellous place. Spaghetti with Alfredo sauce. Were you expecting me to visit? Expecting? No, I was just hoping your favourite would convince you to stay. Well, it seems at least one thing is going right. Alphonse... He just looks like such a... Come on. Look at that and tell me you don't want to punch him. Alphonse has a jovial smile on his face, and Kylie seems to be losing the edge she had when Sol showed up. No, I know Sol is wrong about this. If the rest of the crew is as interesting as these people, I think this may be an acceptable post. Oh, an acceptable post. Oh, you're not worthy, madame. Jesus. The standard issue blue plate sits in front of me for an airy second before I pounce. Though there may be no wild creatures that may try to steal it from me anymore, habits don't die easily. Natalie, can I ask you a personal question? It depends. That hooker was just there by accident. It's major. Forget it. I'm tired of arguing with you all. Woo, thanks. If she's thanking Sol for finally giving up, or me, I dare not ask. Why did you join the force? How to put this politely? Not to be around people like you.